Good evening, folks. I'm Jason, and welcome back to Mekataco. Tonight, playing Girl's Garden, which technically is not a first for us. There we go. Ooh, that's rather loud. On my end, at least. So, this is an SG-1000 game. The SG-1000 is Sega system before the Mark III, or the Master System to you and me. And it's not a library I was very familiar with, to be honest. It wasn't until I started watching Jeremy Parrish's comprehensive guide on all things ancient that I learned a lot about the SG-1000. It's what a fascinating system it was. It's not to say it was a good system or powerful or anything like that, but it is an important system. Well, we'll get into that later. But my point is, we've actually done one SG-1000 game here. I'm also eating cheese. I felt you should know that. We did, by accident, we loaded Championship Baseball. Way back when Aaron and I did a baseball special roundup. But obviously we didn't play it a whole lot. Whoa. So, this is a pretty vintage system. I mean, this game is 1984. This is probably the oldest game we've ever done. That comes to recent memory. And it's simple. You are Papri. And you are trying to win the affections of a boy named Minto, who, I'm just gonna rename to Malenko. I don't know why. That's a Homestar Runner thing. Malenko just sounds better than Minto. As you can see up at the top there, Malenko's wandering heart. He can't decide who he loves, either Papri or that hussy up there who, we're just gonna name, her name's gonna be Madame Tart. Anyway, in order to win the affection of Malenko, we need to gather flowers, but not just any flower. Only the best flowers are good enough for Malenko. So you have to wait until the flowers bloom all the way to collect them. Collecting flowers that have wilted will reduce your little flower meter down there. There we go. Flowers that have not wilted but aren't quite grown don't really do anything. I think they give you a few points. You do not want wilted flowers, though. There we go. Oh, there's a bear in there. There we go. The closer Malenko gets to Madame Tart's a lot up there, the higher your bonus. So it pays not to be too fast. Ooh, wait for it. Bonus round. Prepare yourself. Look at this. Look at the size of the sprites. The sprite is huge. Ooh, doing pretty good so far. Let's move on this one. Whoa. Oh man, we're crushing it. Oh, wow, what the crap? Hey. Can I make that one? I can. Oh, I'm doing amazing. Whoa. I think it's the first time I've ever actually beaten that challenge mode. Oh. Look at that. Man, you better love me after I jump over 20 friggin' bears. Get out of here. But it's okay because now he's gonna dump me because Madame Tart's a lot up there. Apparently, her milkshake brings all the Malinkos to the yard. Alright. So why Girls Garden? Why am I playing Girls Garden? That's a great question. And I don't have a solid answer for you. I really wanted to play an old game. And I wanted to play an old game that was kind of mindless, which, to be honest, most old games are. But I also wanted to give you a sense of what gaming used to be and how far we've come. That's not to say this is a bad game by any means. And as far as the SG-1000 is concerned, this is actually pretty great. The SG-1000, as you can plainly see, was not meant to scroll. It does well enough. And again, for an SG-1000 game, it looks very good. There's a reason for that. Which I'll get to in a moment. This was the debut work of one Yuji Naka of Sonic the Hedgehog fame. And Knights, and Billy Hatcher, and embezzlement, apparently. Not fully versed on those charges. All I know is that last time I heard he was spending some time in jail. Which is terrible. It also honestly sounds like Yuji Naka's kind of a jerk. Which is a shame. Personally, I think he's just bitter because he's never really had a massive hit after, you know, the original Sonic. I do have honey there. Sorry, I have to use the honey to distract the bears. It's good life advice, honestly. Oh! That's garbage. It's also, it is the debut work, sorry, I had to double check there, of, Hiroshi Kawaguchi, who is not in jail, to my knowledge, and famously wrote many of Sega's classic tunes, including music for Outrun. So yeah, that's absolutely worth note. And that's really all there is to Girls Garden. Ooh, that was close. Not a bad game. It's just a goofy, silly little game. Interesting to me that you play as a girl. You know, yeah, the quest is, of course, you're trying to win the affection of a boy, but... Oh! And you can drown. I'm sorry, I'm eating. I'm hungry. Can't help it. It's Girls Garden. It's Malenko. His wandering heart, really. Ooh, bear? Man, those bears are nuts. And when they go aggro like that, it's terrible. I have no more honey left. Ooh, slick move there. Welcome. What? There you go. I was like, I have enough flowers. And crush that high score. It's funny reading like the wiki entry. It goes into a little bit of the history of the development of Girls Garden and the release date. And the release date's a little bit in a question, apparently. Well, with Yuji Naka himself arguing against it. Because, of course. Because as established, Yuji Naka is not a good person. That makes me sad. Whoa! Oh, game over. $43,000 is going to be very hard to top. Let's do it. Oh, I didn't mean to drop my honey. Sounds so wrong. Oh, extra life. I'll take that. Thank you, bee. Oh, they dropped something in the river, you dumbass. Anyway. Oh, bear. Oh my gosh, the bears are so obnoxious. Fine, we'll go this way. Man. Okay. Gotta get this off my chest. So I beat, finally, Yakuza Like a Dragon. Otherwise, a fantastic game. And I say otherwise because the second to the last boss is just some grade A garbage. On so many levels. Where to even start? So, like most of the bosses in the game, which is a deep flaw in the game, like every Yakuza game, the boss is a sponge. They have so many hit points. It takes forever to kill these bosses. So many hit points and so much armor. Or defense. Okay, fine. Whatever. You get this guy down to about 50% health. And he starts winding up for a move. And everybody's like, oh, you know... this is a big move. I've seen it before. We should... as long as we're fast, we should... we'll be fine. The said move will knock a character out. Totally KO'd them. If Ichiban, the main character, gets knocked out, that's it. Game over. This boss has a random chance of... he chooses people at random. Oh, there's my camera. He chooses people at random. He chose Ichiban. Ichiban died. Game over. This was at the top of a tower that took close to an hour to climb with no save points. And it just KOs you. Flat out KOs you. I was livid. I was so mad. Sat the game down for the day, for the night, and I fumed. That's all I could think about was that stupid game and how cheap it was. I was so angry. It was such poor game design. An otherwise fantastic game, marred by a really cheap surprise boss tactic. And yeah, looking it up. Ooh, that's not gonna. Yeah, looking it up. Yeah, I wasn't alone. I mean, this is everyone had problems. Um, of course, there are ways to avoid the knockout. All of which involve items or abilities. But there are no hints that that's what you need to do. The game doesn't say, well, you're going to get knocked out and the game's going to be over and you're going to lose all your progress because you couldn't save. And I'm not saying a game needs to hold my hand, per se, but give me a fighting chance. Man, I'm sorry, that is a failure on every level. Otherwise a very good game. Very good game. Just, how could you screw it up that badly? I will give you this hint, though. So yes, cast a spell that prevents a knockout. You sacrifice stones. There's an item. It's like a little paper doll that you can wear that permanently prevents instant knockouts. That's great. Just put it on Ichiban. Don't worry about anybody else. Ichiban is, like I said, if Ichiban dies, that's it. Again, the boss is super. I can't pause this. Yes, I can. Pause. There we go. Ooh, I need water. I'll edit that coughing out. So in case you're wondering why it went silent, I was coughing. Like I was saying, the boss is super tanky. Oh no, what did I do? Oh no, come back. Oh, there we go. Phew. Oh, shh, I'm so stuck. Oh no, I lived. What's more frustrating is that my characters were nearly 20 levels higher than this boss. Because I ended up grinding job classes. Whoa. I don't want to say the trick to defeating him, because I don't know what that is. But he's very, very weak against electric attacks. So, electric spells hit him hard. So that made the battle a little less of a grind. And the tower, climbing the tower this time, I didn't do any. I wasn't searching for secrets or items. Screw it. I was like, I'm done. I'm absolutely done with this. So I just I blitzed my way through it. And, barely touched. Blitzed my way through it. Collected the bare minimum. Just to get to the boss and hopefully not die. And yeah, I beat him the second time. But you should not have to do that. That was truly awful. Oh, man, those bear are the worst. So, okay, beat the game. It's heavy. Yakuza style. It's a pretty heavy ending. You know, cliched, but it's Yakuza. It's fine. Pretty excited about the sequel. Did not realize it's one of those games. One of those that use modern console pricing. So it's like $70 on Steam. 70 on Steam. And I'm just like, why? I have found it for sale for 60. So with the discount, I can get it for normal pricing. I realize I'm spoiled when it comes to video game prices. I don't care. $70 for a video game. It's like it's the 90s all over again. Ooh. Man, I don't even want to remember or admit how much I paid for Super Street Fighter 2. It was a lot. Holy sh... Sorry, these bears are freaking me out. Whoa! My score's higher, though. Now, I paid over $90 for Super Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo. And that was 90... Oh, garbage. What was that? 94? 95? It was a lot. But I mean, that was, you know, you were paying for the cartridge, you were paying for the additional hardware inside, the special chips, the custom manufactured chips, all that. Not justifying it, just, you know, explaining that it wasn't just because Capcom felt like charging more. There's no manufacturing cost involved in a digital title. So I do think it's BS. Trying to charge that much for a game, a digital game. I will get it. Not... It'll be a little bit. Which is a shame. Oh, excuse me, because I want it now. But I have other games to play. Like, I picked up Persona 5, I think? During the last big sale. So I need to play that one. I've never played a Persona game. We'll see. We shall see. I still need to beat Nier, the second Nier game. Automata, whatever. The one with 2B's butt. And 2B, I suppose. I like the first Nier. The first Nier was a surprise. It's not a great game. But it is a fascinating game. And if you can tolerate it, I definitely recommend playing it. I like the different genres that the game offers. And I like the boss mechanics of the game. I like the fact that the bosses are more bullet hell, you know, shooter bosses, really. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And the music's fantastic. It really is. That's a good game. Put it this way, it's good enough that I actually did play through the second or third endings or whatever, just to see. And yeah, they do actually make a difference with the story. It's really, really well done. I've tried starting the second Nier twice, and I've made progress each time, but at some point I just kind of lose interest. I don't know why. I just need to sit down and play it. Screwed up. Yep, I need to do an arc. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I have the Kotatsu on. And I shouldn't, because it's warm. Ah, I'm knocking my camera around. Where's everything? What's this? Oh, that's the... I see. Okay. Don't pay any attention to me. I threw this setup together rather quickly tonight. It was not my intent, actually, to do a stream tonight. Because it's late, and I got distracted playing Warcraft with Aaron and friend Jay, who's been on the broadcast before. We played Street Fighter together. Ooh, that was close. But yes, Aaron's playing Warcraft again, which is simultaneously awesome and terrifying. Because he obsesses over the game. I'm not saying it's borderline addiction. It is addiction, and it's interesting to. It sounds terrible. It's interesting to witness. Because it sounds, you know, it sounds silly. You know, addicted to a video game, whatever. No, it's real. So I'm kind of acting like a designated driver for Warcraft. Trying to help him be more self-aware. He starts going over the edge. Which is very easy to do with Warcraft. Warcraft is a complicated game. It's not. Don't get me wrong. As far as MMORPGs are concerned, it's very. I feel it's very basic, but it's complicated in such that crap. I hesitate. It is a good game. It is absolutely a good game. It is not without its flaws. I have a hard time saying it's a great game because of its flaws, and because, you know, Blizzard as a whole can be a pretty commercial, terrible company. But there we go. That's it. Overall, though, it really is a great game. Just a lot to take in. All right, let's beat this. And it is a joy to play at times. Just outright mindless fun. Ooh, right into it. Then yeah, you can lose track of time very quickly. Very quickly. It's like with Girls Garden here. Yeah, that was so not happening. That was terrible. I'm still stacking. I do not own an SG-1000. I do not think I ever will, simply based on the collector's market. Ooh. I don't think I should touch that. I believe it is well outside my price range now. Interesting system, though. I mean, it's basically a ColecoVision. Apparently, they share very similar hardware. I did have a ColecoVision. At least I think I did. See, that's the weird thing about early 80s gaming. There were a lot of systems and clone systems out there. And I remember playing so many different versions of games. Popular games too, like, you know, Donkey Kong, you know, Zaxxon. Oh, 51,000 though. Oh, I've got a heart. But for the life of me, I can't remember what systems they were on. I had, and again, I don't even know if I had these systems. I say I had, but I don't know. There was one system. I think I had it. We got it at like a garage sale. It was in the shape of a triangle. And one side had like a steering wheel, one side had a gun, and the other had controllers. I can't remember what was on it. What games it came with, if it had cartridges or if it was all built in, I don't know. But I played the hell out of it. Man, I used to love going to my my cousin's house. Because they had like an Atari or something, or ColecoVision or something, and just playing all these cool games. Again, 80, this would have been early 80s, you know, 84, 83, yeah. Killing it now. Much every time. And then, you know, the console crash came. Which is, it's a hard thing to describe, because it's like, did you really experience it, or was it just something that happened? Not a chance. Yeah, they were spaced way too weird. It's like, you know, people, you know, living through the Renaissance. Did they know they were living in the Renaissance? No. I'll take that. Come on, flowers. Holy, there are way too many bears out here. This is terrible. There we go. Oh! I feel like I was nowhere near that river, but whatever. All I remember is that I think I had kind of fallen out with games at some point. I'd play them on like a personal computer, like the Apple IIe. But as far as consoles were concerned, I mean, like I said, it was Atari knockoffs. 63,000. And that was it. You know, that was all you had. And the arcade. And the arcade never went anywhere. The arcade just, you know, got increasingly cooler. And further away from whatever home consoles were capable of. Excuse me. Until Super Mario Brothers. And I remember seeing Super Mario Brothers on a in an arcade, actually. I don't think it was a Versus cabinet. But at the time, I was intimately familiar with the original Mario Brothers because we had it on the Apple IIe, and I played the hell out of that game. So Super Mario Brothers blew my mind. I mean, it looked amazing, and also, I had no clue how to play it. I watched the little demo, and it made no sense to me. I burned through my 2 or 3 lives almost instantly running into the first Goomba. The concept of jumping on the enemy just didn't make any sense to me. A short time later, this was up in New York. That was the other thing. It wasn't like an arcade that I, you know, frequented. This was at a grocery store, department store, like a Sky City or something. Not too long later, my brother gets a Nintendo Entertainment System, which I had never heard of. But I did know it had Super Mario Brothers on it. And I wanted that game badly. And, you know, basically we each got like one game. And I think my brother got 10-Yard Fight. My parents got Slalom, if I'm not mistaken. I got... looked like Malenko turned into a bear, or vice versa. I got Super Mario Brothers, and that was it. That was that. Well, you know, I say that, but there was a time again where I fell out of gaming for a bit. It felt like most of the games were just, you know, NES games. Were just derivatives. Nope. Nothing new or exciting. And then I got the TurboGrafx 16, and yeah, history repeats. The thing to remember also is that games weren't designed to be played for hours on end. These are simple little jaunts that are, you know, just little time wasters. Play it for a little bit, and then you put it down. I spent over 100 hours in Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is crazy to me. I never would have expected that. Sorry, I just wanted to stop for a second and appreciate how smooth everything looks right now when I'm not moving around. It does look nice. Now I'm moving, now it looks terrible. Ooh, wow, some skill right there. Yeah. Different time. Different time. This is nice. This is my last playthrough, by the way. I think 40 minutes of Girls Garden is enough. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. I am tired. I'm feeling very off lately. I'm not... I don't know if it's because of all the stress of life or what. I don't know. Yakuza certainly didn't help. Oh, it's the worst. This is why games as a narrative, games as a storytelling medium, is so screwed up. I mean, think about it. Imagine going to the movies and you get to the ending and instead of the ending, you get a kick in the crotch and you're forced to watch the last hour of the movie over again. And then maybe, you know, you'll get an actual ending. If you're lucky. There's no way out of that. There's no way out of that. Cracker now. I'm on to crackers. Delicious. Actually, these aren't that great. They're called saltines. But that's a lie. Alright. Last life. Let's see what we can do with it. 63,000. That's a pretty good score. I can't. Ooh, that bear won't touch me. Oh, now it did. Alright. Girls Garden. Perfectly fine game. 1984, man. 1984. Ugh. I was 6 years old. For fun, as always. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can purchase the game. Girls Garden SG 1000. Let's see, cart only. But they list Yu Suzuki. What the hell? Girls Garden Sega SC 3000. Cart only Japan import SG 1000 Mark III Yu Suzuki used. That's serious. That's the name. That's the name of the auction. $60 plus $20 in shipping. Here's one complete for $109 plus $20 shipping. Yeah. It's a fine game. It's fine. Oh, you can buy an SG 1000 here for $506. SG 1000. Yeah, no, don't. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, folks. I'm done. This has been an interesting broadcast. I needed a short, not even a short game. I just needed a game that I could zone out on so I could babble on about whatever. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I only got one game done last week. That bothered me. I want to get back in the habit of doing more games per week. Now I want to go to bed. And that's the plan. So, from all of us at Mega Taco, and Papri, and Malingo, and Madame Tartsalot, and all these angry bears, and this crazy bee. Thanks for joining us. Good night, folks.